Question 48. Bookseller's values a rare book at £8 on August the 1st, 2010. Value P of the book T years after this date may be modelled as a continuous variable. Now this is the important bit. The rate of increase of P may be assumed to be directly proportional to P squared. So basically, rate of increase of P, right? So that means how P changes with respect to time. So dp dt is proportional because it's directly. It would be positive then P squared, right? So set up a differential equation. Well, when you show the proportional, to get a differential equation, then you just say dp dt. You change that proportionality to an equals, but you introduce a constant k. So you got your first mark there. Okay, for part A. I don't know what I'm doing here. That's part A, isn't it? For part B now, okay, it says show this is true then, right? Show that this is the situation. So what we do is then, we're going to separate the variables. So take the P squared down, okay, take the dt up. So I'm going to integrate them both sides. When I integrate this, I'm going to write that as P to the minus 2, it'll be a lot easier. And integrate this side as well. So when I integrate this, I'm going to add 1 power to it, so it'll be P to the minus 1 upon minus 1, okay, equals then kt, okay, so you integrate k becomes kt, plus then a constant, okay, constant c. So then this becomes then minus 1 over P equals kt plus c. Okay, now let's look at the conditions. It says it was valued at, read the question, £8 on the 1st of August 2010. Okay, so basically if we think of August 2010 as 0, okay, right? If we think of August 2010 as when time is equal to 0, okay, t is 0, we can say then the price P was equal to £8. That's at the start, yeah, August 2010. So price was equal to A there when time is 0. So we get minus 1 over A equals P is A, price is A, kt, now T is 0, so you've got your constant there straight away. So you've got minus 1 over P there, because you've got your constant, sub it in. It's minus 1 over A. Alright, now we've got to get then this, okay, we've got to get this from here, okay, and in order to do that, okay, what maybe I will do is kt, keep that there, take that over though, so minus 1 over A goes over, so you get 1 over A positive with kt, alright, and then to get this from here, right, well what you need to do is you can see they've written it as one fraction, haven't they? Written as one fraction. So to get this as one fraction, we need to get a common denominator. So when we've taken away fractions, common denominator, so we can times maybe this by P, top and bottom. Okay, so we times this by P. And the same then with this one, now to get the common denominator here, AP, right, I need to times this by A. Okay, and you can see then common denominator, we're going to have then P minus A over then AP equals KT, and then take the K down equals T. Okay, so there's my answer that you're looking for. Then it says the value of the book is £800 August the 1st, 2013 and £900 on August the 1st, 2014. Find the value of A. Okay, well, August 2013, right, T will equal 3, won't it? Okay, and saying the value is, so P will equal 800, and then August 2014, T is equal to 4, and P will equal 900. Okay, so we just chuck it in there now, both situations, to see what we get. So we get 1 over K equals 800 minus A over 800 A, okay, when P is 800, equals 3. And the other situation, then we get 1 over K 900 minus A over 900 A equals 4. Okay, so we've got two sort of simultaneous equations here where we're going to try and solve them. Okay, we're going to try and maybe equate them somehow. And we'll see how we get on with this. Now, when it comes to this situation here, all right, here we want to work out A, we do, right? That's the idea here, to work out A. But we've got this K as well, this constant K, so simultaneous equations we need to sort of eliminate. Now, one thing you could do here is, obviously this would be written as, this could write this like this, couldn't you? Right? Times through by that K, and take that upstairs, so you got 2,400 Ka. Alright? Do the same there, couldn't you? You could just take that 900 minus A equals, well, if you take that up, it'll be 3,600 AK or Ka. Okay. Now, how are we going to go about this? How are we going to solve these? Well, there's lots of ways you could do this, right? I mean, one way I'm tempted to do is, if I call this number 1, call this number 2, I could just do 1 divided by 2. Okay. So basically, if I do 1 divided by 2, it would be 900 minus A over 800 minus A equals 3,600 Ka over 2,400 Ka, and the Ka's will cancel, won't they? So we're left with that. Now 3,600 over 2,400, you can use your calculator, I think it comes out as 1.5. Take this up there then, and you're going to be there and you're going to get this. Oh, 1.5A there, isn't it? I missed out the 1.5. Multiply out the bracket there. So take that over the other side, so you get minus A plus 1.5A equals 1,200 then minus 900. So then this is 0.5A equals 300. So then A turns out to be 600 when you take that 0.5 over.